What is up guys, my name is Chase and I was not paid to make this video about Disney Illusion Island. So Disney Illusion Island is a recent Nintendo Switch game coming from Disney Games and Dlala Studios. I recently picked up this game and I spent the weekend pretty much just binge playing this game. And what pushed me over the edge to make this video today is that I shared my experience playing Disney Illusion Island on Twitter, and the Dlala Studios Twitter account actually favorited my tweet and replied to me, thanking me for playing the game. And listen, maybe I'm just easily manipulated, but I thought that was a really cool gesture. I love when companies are actually active on social media and they actually take part in community discussions. I think it gives companies and brands an actual personality, which I feel like does actually go a long way. In fact, it went such a long way that it made me want to make this video. So yeah, let's rewind a bit and talk about my experience with Disney Illusion Island. First off, the biggest thing that drew me to this game is the art style. The art style of this entire game is sort of the toon style Mickey Mouse that we've seen Disney use a lot, especially recently, as sort of like a nostalgia type of thing. I think it looks really cute and it works really well for the entirety of this game. Seeing yourself actually control like a toon style Mickey in this toon style world, I think just looks really beautiful and just really cute. There are also a bunch of little nuances with the art style. Things like comedic gags, sort of old-timey explosions and rockets and whatnot, and even lots of facial expressions, which I also think adds a lot of emotion and personality to this game. The smallest things, like when you jump and then your little character icon will change depending on what type of movement you're doing. I think that's such a nice attention to detail. Now, speaking about the actual gameplay of Disney Illusion Island, I was actually not at all expecting this game to be what it turned out to be. As many reviewers have put it, Disney Illusion Island is basically baby's first Metroidvania, and I do think that's a really nice explanation for what kind of a game this is. You play as Mickey Mouse and friends, and you run around this giant map, which has a bunch of different screens to explore. As you unlock more abilities, you'll be able to unlock more of the map, and as you progress the story, you will also travel a lot between different areas of this giant map. In a way, it almost feels like an open world type of game, except in a 2D environment, if that makes any sense. Like, this map is absolutely giant and you can pretty much explore wherever you want at your leisure, but obviously the actual gameplay is in 2D. Speaking of which, I also have to give a huge shout out to the controls in this game. I'm always very picky about how 2D side-scrollers or 2D platformers play. I think I have just become so mentally conditioned to Mario that I always expect 2D games to use Mario as the basis for their control. And with Disney Illusion Island, there are a lot of really interesting controls in this game. For one thing, you can't actually harm any of the enemies in this game, which means that you have to rely on jumping and platforming to avoid enemies. So this means that it's almost like you're speedrunning throughout this entire game. And luckily, it works incredibly well with the very tight controls in this game. I feel like it's tough for me to explain, but the controls are just ridiculously tight, and it makes it perfect for the type of game that this is. You can easily be running and quickly turn the other way. They even have a backflip mechanic similar to a certain Italian plumber. It just overall controls very, very well, and the fact that you are running around this giant map, it makes it so that it's actually an enjoyable experience to navigate this giant world. I don't know, I honestly just felt so cool running throughout the map and doing all kinds of wall jumps and backflips and whatnot. The controls in this game are just a dream. So overall, I think it's safe to say that I had a pretty enjoyable experience with Disney Illusion Island on the Nintendo Switch. I think this is a perfect game for kids or even some adults who want just a very light-hearted, happy, fun little 2D Metroidvania type of game. I think it gives you a very nice introduction to the Metroidvania genre, where it is a giant map and you're probably going to have to reference it quite a few times throughout the game, but the graphics along with the gameplay and the controls make it so that it doesn't feel like a chore having to go through this entire map. And with this game being up to 4 players, I imagine this game would be great for any party of people who love Disney. And yeah, a huge shout out to Dlala Studios, who also turned out to have worked on the Battletoads revival a few years ago. I love that they're so active on social media. You'll often find them retweeting fans or replying to them. I can't stress enough how nice that is that, you can kind of give a voice and a personality to this company. company. So I was not paid to make this video, and I can give Disney Illusion Island on the Nintendo Switch my stamp of approval. Let me know in the comments if you guys have been playing Disney Illusion Island. If you want to watch more of my videos about Nintendo Switch, feel free to check out the video below. For now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Chase, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.